The way to view these in a helpful way is to think first of all about where the spot color was used and how does that location help to draw your eye throughout the whole composition, not get stuck in one spot. So, and also, second point, does it relate to the title? Is it supporting the concept? Now, she wanted a cozy kitchen, so that choice of a warm red was very appropriate. And we start with the cherries, go over to the task light, down to the table, and back to her title. Cozy, that's what she's emphasizing. In the next example, she wanted a bright kitchen. So she chose a light blue color, which is bright and airy, and used it to go from the draperies at the top to the flower pot and then down to the woman's sweater. In this situation, we're promised comfort, and nothing is more comforting than the warm brown color that she's chosen and a little bit of yellow. And she's drawing our eye up from the large light source down to the island and over to the table. What would have completed it beautifully was if she picked something up in her title block, maybe the word kitchen. In this situation, we wanted something a little eclectic, a little chic. So she's used more than one color. She's used the pink. We begin with the pink flowers, go up to the lights, down to the table. And again, she would have really pulled this off if something down below had, in her title block, had color as well. Now we're going a little bit country, a little bit rustic, and nothing says that more than gingham. So here it's working beautifully. We start at that plate on the wall, up to the draperies, down to the banquette, and over to the title block. Here we're looking for modern touches, and the stools are a modern touch, and so is the banquette, so this is suitable. And she's used two warm colors to pull this off, and very well. We started with the task lights down to the stools, which are really a focus, and then back to the table, and then down to the title block. Very successful. Here, blue was chosen to talk about brightness in his kitchen. So, and it works. We start with the task lights, move down to the stools, over to the table, and again, would it be nice to see something picked up in the title block as well. There's nothing more comforting than our rituals, and that first warm cup of something in the morning is it. So focusing first on that cup, then over to the drapery, the window treatment, down to the island, over to the table, works beautifully, leads our eye through the whole composition, and we want to see more. We want to look at the details and stop. The next is a bit sassy, a little bit unusual, and she's played that up. She's put the shoes, the toaster, you can see, it leads the eye through the composition beautifully, and then we go down to dot the eye on kitchen. Very, very nice. This situation is made a little more formal by the inclusion of an actual chef, and that's what she wanted. She wanted the kitchen to look unified and very practical and be able to work in there effortlessly, moving from one thing to the other. Our eye successfully begins with the large light source, goes to the window, down to the stools, and over to the banquette, and then down a little bit into the floor. Here is the promise of a sunny kitchen, a warm and sunny kitchen, and the use of yellow is perfect for that. What I want you to see here is that they've kept their color mostly to the bottom 2/3 or less of the picture. They didn't go up at the top, yet we see it because there is so much detail that they've put into their large light and their task lighting. Our eye's going to go there, but they wanted us to see what was down below first. What I want you to notice first of all here is the use of vertical strokes in her markers. It just unifies the whole place. It's comforting and cozy as she promised. And our color goes from the light source down to the island, over to the table. And again, it would be nice to pick something up in her title block as well. A very unusual choice of color here, the mauve, but it suits, it works. It really works with her idea, her concept. Now, she's left out her floor plan, just want you to be aware of that. And her title block is not exactly as we would like it to be. What to notice here is what she's done outside the French doors, or that large window on the left. That's a gorgeous treatment of what's outside. Very pale, doesn't interfere with what's going on in the inside. Just perfect. And her color use is very, very fresh, very fresh. Even though it's brown, it's quite fresh. And her intention was to represent copper, and I think she's done a very good job of that. Something reflective, like the fridge and the copper touches, does help to make it look trendy and fresh.